Okay, this is Ugosugo Problems and Solutions. Number one question is, what is CLXII? When you are faced with a kind of question, you must endeavor understand the question before answering. So what we have just understood here is that the question talks about Roman numerals. Now, in Roman numerals, we have some kind of symbols representing the figures we have. C stands for 100, L stands for 50, X stands for 10, I stands for what? 2. Then you can place them according to their place values and add. So you can see 100, we are starting from the largest number, 50, 10, 2. So when we add this, we have 2. When we have this, and we have 6. When we have this, we have 1. So the answer to this question is 162. Number 2 question says, find the value of this, bracket 1.7 squared. Now there is something I just did here which you must grab immediately. You can see the number in the brackets. I split it into 2. What warranted me to do this is because of this power here, 2. So I had to split it into 2. Are you getting it right? Now for us, okay, let me go for that. Assuming we have 3 here, this 1.7 would have written in 3 places. So why I put it down in 2 places? Because of the power here, 2. So take note of that. Since we are dealing with multiplication in this order, we need to consider the decimal places. In this question, 1.7 times 1.7, we have only 2 decimal places. In the sense that 2 decimal places means those numbers after the point will give us what? Decimal places. Now when you have noticed the number of decimal places here we have only the 2 number of decimal places. The 2 decimal places. Now we take these numbers as whole number, as 17 and 17. We now multiply. So in our multiplication, we can multiply very simply. 7 times 7 will give us 49. Remember that 4 is left. Multiply the next number. 7 times 1 will give us 7. Add it to that 4, which will give us 11. You write the first, this last one here, 1, and shift your hand and write it down. Make sure you place them correctly. Then the next one is 1 times 7. You place it under this one that is multiplying. Then 1 times 1 will give us 1. Now it's time for us to add. In addition, you bring down this one 9. 1 plus 7, 8. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now final result will be coming from the decimal places. As we said initially, we have about 2 decimal places, and we shall put down the answer as thoughts. Start to move the point from on our right hand towards the left hand in 2 places. 1, 2 is where the point is. So our final answer is 2.89. Here comes another problem. Number 3, we are asked to multiply 0.126 times 0.04. Now, as usual in our previous lessons, you must understand that before solving this, you must take note of all the decimal places so that it can be very easy for you, whenever you are dealing with multiplication. Take note of that. So you can see after the point we have decimal places 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That's why I wrote 5 decimal places. Are you getting that right? Now we now take it as a whole number. 126 times 4. Now let's start. 4 times 6 will give us 24. We write down 4. Remember 2. Before you add these 2, you must first of all multiply the next number before 6. 4 times 2, 8. Plus these 2 will give us 10. You write down the 0. Remember what? 1. Don't forget. That one that remains, you will add the letter after you must have multiplied the next number before 2. 4 times 1 will give us what? 4. Plus this one will give us 5. If you stop here, you must have failed the question. So remember that we said we have 5 decimal places, so we need to indicate it in the answer, starting from the last digit on our right hand, counting towards our left hand. We determine the final result. So let's now move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You stop here. Wherever you stop, that's where you put down the points. Are you getting that right? And I want you to know that before the point there must be what? 0. So your last answer should be 0.00504. Are you getting it? Take note of that. Number 4 question says subtract 0.07 from 1.1. The way we should have understood this question is that we are going to subtract 0.07 from 1.1. We put it down in this order, which means 1.1 minus 0.07. Look at what I'm going to do now. I write down 1.1. Now the next one, I come here, I write down 0.07. Whenever you are dealing with fraction, decimals, please, whether you are adding or subtracting, the decimals must be placed in the middle, must be maintained in the center. Don't just put them anyhow you want. You must be in line with the first decimal point, so as to when we get the answer. Now it's for us to minus. Now remember, we say 1.1. There's no number here. Since there's no number and there's a number under where there's no number, therefore we call it what? 0. So 0 minus 7, it cannot go. We must borrow. We borrow this one here, it is left with this small 0. So we place it in front of 10 becomes what? In front of 0 becomes what? 10. So 10 minus 7 will give us what? 3. 0 minus 0 will give us 0. 1 minus 0 will give us 1. So our last answer will now be, please put down the point here 2. The last answer will now be 1.03. Here comes another question. The second question is the 5th question is Find the cube root of 2744. There are two ways in which you can find the cube root of a larger number. Now, the very first one is by using our prime factors in getting them.